So guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to create and edit arc, angle, and circular dimensions in Vectorworks. So here we go. Let's see, where are we? Here we are. Alright. Um, as you can see, I have an angle, an arc, and a circular object, and we're going to dimension those bad boys. Let's start off with this arc here. It's really pretty simple. You click down here on the arc length dimension tool, and actually you can dimension arcs in two ways with the arc length tool. And we're going to start here, and we're going to click once on one end of the arc, once on the other end of the arc, and this tells us that this arc is 2 inches long across from here across like that. Let's select this guy and let's double click and see if we can change it to if we can auto associate that, and I guess not. Let's see. Nope. Okay, another way you can dimension arcs is you can use, well, before we finish dimensioning this arc, let's come over here and dimension this circle. Okay? Now we're going to click on it, and it says radial dimension. Okay, so we click on it, and you look up here, and there's 3, 4, 5, 6 items on the mode bar, and you're going to use most, if not all of them. These first two guys, internal diametrical dimension and external diametrical dimension. Now these two guys are for measuring diameter, or the distance across the circle. These next two guys here are interior radial and external radial, and I'm betting those dimension radius. And these guys right here are, it determines the shoulder mode, and I'll show you those in a second. So let's try all four of the modes. First off, we're going to try the internal diametrical, and we click once on the circle, and here is our, then we click inside of the circle, and here's our diameter. It is 2 3/4 inches. Now let's try the external diametrical, and you see how the text box is sort of floating off to the left side. Let's say we want that on the right side. We come up here to shoulder, we change shoulder to the right side, and now it flips over there, and we click, and yep, it's 2 3/4 inches. We'll give the internal radial a try. 1 3/8 inches, and we'll do external radial. And now you notice that the shoulder is over to the right. We want to change it over to the left, and now it changes it over to the left, and a radius of 1 3/8 inches, and that is correct. Now getting back to this arc here, we can, I believe, dimension these guys with a radial dimension, and yep, this is 1 3/8 inches radius. It's the same size as this guy actually. So so there are a couple different ways to dimension arcs and circles. Last thing we're going to do is we're going to take a look at angular dimensions, and there's 3 modes up here. I usually only use this guy right here, angular dimension, to form from 2 edges. So I have that selected. I come down here and I click on one line, come over, click on the other, and here's our dimension. It's 60 degrees. We'll do the same thing here. Here's that. If we want to dimension this guy, we can either dimension the whole thing, or we can dimension that dimension right there. So that's the one I'm going to show you to use. It is the most foolproof. So anything that you need to do for any project will be able to use using this mode. So I think we're going to be okay. So in this video I showed you how to create and edit arcs, angles, and circular dimensions. Thanks a lot, and happy drafting.